Hello guys, Kriscoolmod for the 2 terabyte LightGun update number 3. Before I start the update, I just want to show you something because a lot of people doesn't seem to know where's the wiki, all the information they need. Some people find it, but it's very simple. I'm gonna turn the camera 2 seconds. Okay, you have a Discord page, guys. Okay, I know there is a ton of stuff, but it's all set all together. So if you go at Discord, first when you join the Discord, you private text me and you just say, hey Chris, I buy your 2 terabyte. My name is Bob Burger. I buy a 2 terabyte. I will unlock all the Discord. That's the first step. After, if you want to have the Syncovery update, you private text me, you say, hey Chris, my name is Bob Burger and I want to have the free update. I'm going to give you your free update. If you want to be Patreon, all the detail will be unlocked to be Patreon and stuff like that. After that, if you scroll down the RetroBeast list, there is a category named Beast LightGun, right? The first category, if you go, the first category, you will find the easy setup gun. You need to click on it, expand, and you will have the easy light gun setup step. After, if you need more information about Mooker, other gun and stuff like that, the button to need to be put on your keyboard and stuff like that, it's normal. You have a ton of questions. Just expand the other one at the end of the Beast Light Gun. It says Beast Light Gun Advanced. Everything is explained about each game. By the way, I support the M-Track. I just ordered 2 to test it to make sure, but I'm sure they works. Okay, any game, any gun game that work with keyboard and mouse work. It's just the Sindon. It's about the white border. It's very tough to set up on 400 games, so it's not supported. But any gun that support mouse and keyboard will work as long as you set them up in the mule shooter and you set your Techno Parrot. Any gun that use mouse and keyboard input will work and work. You have all the information, all the button, which button on the keyboard and stuff like that. If you need more information, just drag up. There is a ton of video about reviewer from me. You can join the LightGun Lunatic on Facebook. There is a ton of information. I do a ton of video how to use the light gun, tip and trick there. If you need more detail about Mooker real recoil, it's already set up, but there is a ton of information about Mooker. If you need information about the retro shooter only gun, gunfire, blendcom, Wiimote, pedal, and I have a fix. There's a fix, all right? Fix means I have a list of the game that I know need a fix, right? Because light gun will never be perfect in the world, but I work every day and every weeks and every month to make it better. And I know, like the 2-player on the Wii, 2-player on the PS2 and stuff like that, I know there is some fix to do. So there is a list that I know. So before reporting any bug, you can read. You expand, there is a list of bugs that I already know. Okay? After, if there is something you need to fix you need to do to fix a game, okay, because it break on your setup or something, there is another file named game specific setup fix. So there is some tip. Let's say I'm talking about Patreon, because some people they boot Patreon game without Patreon doesn't boot. So I'm talking about the Patreon, which key to put on your input on your keyboard to close a game, and so on. Okay. If you need to go inside a game to rearrange the mouse and keyboard, there is some tip how to use your keyboard in some game and stuff like that. So everything about fix is in the fix gun on the Beast Light Gun. All right. So everything is here. If you find a bug or you need help, you go on the chat. You go in the chat. It says problem. You can ask your question there for your problem. And also, if you need to report a game that need a fix, you go to report bugs in the fix section, and you can report your game. That's it. That's all the Discord. So let's talk about the update, guys, of the, wait a second. I'm going to talk about the, that's a big update this month, seriously. I did a ton of fix and add-on and new stuff. Yeah. So this update is the update 2, right? Already there is a new thing. I'm going to use my gun just to scroll everything. So now there is a new thing. If you check the first, when you boot the RetroBeast LightGun now, you will have a flat layer with a beautiful color on the background. It's a linear new main wheel. You have the LightGun wheel with a new background video. You have the MAME for the Xbox. You have the Techno Pirate for the Xbox, 148 if I remember. The MAME is complete. You have the gun apps. Next update, what I want to add is a MAME Mooker turn off and on. I want to add the new feature, the MAME full screen. It's a new feature for this month, but I want to add a shortcut to add the MAME full screen and with our bezel. A few settings I want to add to simplify your life on the gun apps. It will be on the next update, but so far you have set your gun, set demuse, set techno, you're ready to play. Enable crosshair if you need it, or cursor. But next month you will have the full screen main option and a few more. On the main wheel you have the Wii for the Wiimote. So what I'm going to do, because not all Wii games are playable with a gun, it doesn't make sense because you don't have all the buttons to control a character. You need a real gun to use your gun. So what I'm going to do, it's on the main wheel, you can play, it's already set for a Wiimote, a real Wiimote, and a MeFlash Wii bar. If you have this, you can play all the Wii game I have from the Wii LightGun from the main wheel, all right? After what I'm going to do, it's not ready, but next month, the Wii wheel on the LightGun, if we go on the LightGun, oh, that's main. You need to go on the LightGun. If we go on the LightGun, the Wii for LightGun will be clean. I will remove all the game that it's not playable with a gun, okay? It's not properly set. It's not meant to play with a gun because you're missing button, okay? So I will maybe keep around 12 games that it's playable with a gun. So that's gonna be next update, all right? So new interface, new theme. I did add, I really worked hard on it. Now you have LightGun for one player, LightGun all games, LightGun one player, LightGun two player, and LightGun four player. What does that mean? Is the one player, because I know all games can be played one player, right? But if you press on it, you will see only the games that are playable one player. Okay? So those games are restricted to one player, all right? After, two player are games that are playable with two player and also one player, but mostly you can play two player. So if you have your friend, you want to jump on a two-player game, those games are all two player. So there is 108 two player. One player, there is 273. And four player, believe it or not, there is 7. And I'm going to explain because you need to understand some game, I think bigbox Yeah, Big Buck. It's a two-player, but a two-player with the same gun. With one gun, mean it's a turnaround. So player one would play with the gun, and you give the controller your gun to your friend as a player two. So it's a two-player, but with one gun. So not to be so confusing. I think it's one of the Big Buck. But the rest are four-player. Like Rabbit, it's four-gun. Tomb Raider, it's four-gun. Yeah, some game are turnaround based. Some from the two-player are turnaround based. Very rare, but some of them. So don't be surprised at a mistake. If you play a game and there is no like two-player real gun, it's a two-player turnaround base. So four-player, there is 7 game. Big Buck, Gaia, Rabbit, Tomb Raider, Watron Trooper, Big Buck. MAME, I did fix a few games. For some reason, I did fix 2 months ago, but for some reason, it was not fixed. Anyway, the Terminator, for some reason, it was not fixed after I fixed it, and it's fixed. A few games, I refixed it. So, yeah, let me read my... okay, yeah, so I did add Jurassic Park, right? And the Mooker for Jurassic Park. And talking about Mooker, some people do not have a PC compatible with Mooker, meaning they need to fix something. So if you go, you have 2 options now. You can, Mooker doesn't boot with your window, okay? Mooker, it's the I don't know if I can zoom in. I will try to zoom in. For people that buy the drive last month, your Mooker will used to boot at window boot. I disabled it for the new buyer. It's disabled now. Where's my mouse? Oh, sorry, because my gun too are pointing to. I tried to use my mouse. So yes, Mooker, I'm going to explain. Okay, Mooker is made to make your gun for real recoil. Okay, when you shoot 1 bullet, it's going to the recoil is going to work as a 1 bullet and stuff like that. It's very precise recoil. If you don't care about Mooker and it boot automatically and you have error or stuff like that, just go to Task Manager, Booting, Startup Apps, and find your Mooker. And you can choose to enable it on boot, on PC boot, or disable it. All right? If you really need to want to enjoy your Mooker, because it's really, really cool, having the real recoil, you enable it. And if you have a problem, error, I don't remember, let's go to LightGun. Fix, if you go to Wiki, fix. Mooker error 32CX error, something like that. There is a folder in the fix, and I show how to fix it. All right, and enable it. So now for future buyer, if you reinstall my drive, Mooker will not boot with your PC. I just remove it because some people they did have an error, and instead of explaining something that they don't want, so I remove it. So be aware, if you want to play with Mooker, you need to enable auto boot and fix the boot if you need to fix it, right? And by the way, if you go to your D drive, you have a wiki with all the same files I explained on the Discord. You have the installation, LightGun setup easy. It's all explained in the D drive wiki and the advanced user, okay? For all about fixed game and stuff like that, you need to go to Discord. It's not on your D drive. Okay? You have all the shortcut and the wiki. And if you press LightGun, you have all your shortcut for set demus, set gun for IRR, and so on. Crosshair, set Techno Parrot, kill Mooker, reboot Mooker, no mousey, and so on. So everything you need is explained and in the wiki on your D drive. Yes, my friend. Jurassic Park is new. It's a new game. And you will find it in the arcade Gunner. No, it's in the Techno-Pirate. It's a Patreon game. And it works with Mooker, with real recoil. So that's the new Jurassic Park. I did add 162 crosshair in MAME. I can show you if you want to change it. You go in a game. I'm going to show you. If you want to change the crosshair now in MAME, let's boot a MAME. Any game. You just press tab on your keyboard. You press tab. You go to general. Wait a second. Why is that? Oh, maybe I need to boot the regular MAME. This game control? No. Oh, it's not there. You need to change. You need to boot MAME, regular MAME, to access the. Yeah. So you go to emulator. You need to boot the MAME, go and change the crosshair. I think some game they have the crosshair in the main menu if you press tab, but if you don't, you can change it in the MAME. It's just for information. But there is 162 crosshair you can change if you don't like the one I did add. I fixed the PS2 booting save memory path error. I was setting the wrong one. I was setting a card or something. It's another setting that looked like save memory path, but it's fixed now. So when you're going to boot your PS2 game, you should not have the save memory path error. My bad. I'm very sorry. I did add 3 MS-DOS games in the LightGun. So now in total, for your information, there is 436 working games, okay? And I did add MS-DOS, very cool. Just 3 games, AD Cup Oversea, and Bonbon Paradise. So 3 MS-DOS games. Atomic Swave, I upgrade the emulator. I changed the emulator. It works better now. I think it boots from RetroArch now. It's not the mule shooter. No, actually it works. It boots from the mule shooter. No? Yeah. So now it's perfect. It works perfectly now. No, he run from, Flycast, but not RetroArch. Flycast standalone, sorry. Because I used to boot it from RetroArch, and before it was the mule, and now it's Flycast. Oh, sorry, my camera is... Sorry. So I press escape, he quit. So now the game runs from, sorry about that, from Flycast, and it works even better. So all Atomic Swave are really, really cool. It's fixed. And the aim is better, and the game runs full screen. I removed the PS2 calibrating annoying menu for most of the game. So when you're going to boot a PS2 game, you should not have the annoying menu. You need to shoot, player 1, player 2. If you see it, it's skippable faster when pressing some button. You will skip it. But it should be removed, straight pipe to the game. the Wii, I load the resolution from 4K to 1080p, and then I uncheck VSync to be compatible for most of your PC, okay? Because it's possible now to run any emulator almost at 4K, but some people, they have potato PC, so I load the resolution. If you want to have but seriously, it's not that much a difference, seriously, for the Wii. 1080p is very beautiful, but if you want it 4K, just go on the emulator and just boost the video, and that's it. I removed the VSync because some TV and some PC are not compatible with the VC on most emulators, so it's on VSync is unchecked. And it was slowing down some game. I was playing Ghost Squad, and it was kind of not slow, but a little bit slow and glitchy. So I removed the VSync and boom, it was fixed. All right. Also, I removed the cache from those emulators. So you have a fresh boot game that's gonna be, they're gonna scan your hardware, and so the game will run better. So I removed the cache on PS3 and Dolphin, right? This is the kind of stuff some people doesn't know, but that removing cache fix a lot of problem. The pedal, I did order some pedal from Gunfire. I did order some pedal from Sindon because they have the pedal. So people that, if you have a pedal set, okay, if you want them to work on Time Crisis and stuff like that, of course, you need to set your pedal. If you have a software that comes with your pedal, because you can have any kind of pedal, you need to set them as middle mouse and right mouse click, okay? Middle click and right click, because your trigger is the left click. So if your pedal does the right click and middle click, all right, your two pedal, your left pedal, middle click, your right pedal, right click, you're ready to go. You can play any game by Time Crisis, but you can play any game. Okay, it's gonna work without any modification. I fixed Time Crisis Raising Storm on the PS3. It's a fresh new version. I don't remember what I did, seriously. No, Rising Storm. I did something, anyway, it's fixed. Time Crisis on PS3 is fixed. Okay, hey, look at that, guys. The MAME full screen. I need to show it. Now I'm gonna boot. Okay, listen. Now you can turn the regular MAME for Xbox full screen or with bezel. You can turn LightGun game MAME full screen or bezel. There is two settings. It's going to be on the wheel next week. But now, you boot your G drive. You go to RetroBeast. Better than that. I did a shortcut. You go to LightGun. All right? That LightGun folder on the, when you boot RetroBeast, the D drive, there is a LightGun. You will see if you scroll down, there is a MAME full screen and MAME not full screen. Okay? So let's put it full screen. I double click it, it's all set, one click. You go back to your launcher. It's gonna be in the wheel. I think it's gonna be easier there. I didn't put it because it's a one-time setting preference, so you don't need to re-click it all the time. So that's why I didn't put in this setting. So let's jump on the MAME. Now I set just for the LightGun, not the Xbox. So if I go, I'm going to boot the area. See, now the game is full screen. No bezel, no black bar. Everything is filled on your 16:9. So you can play with your gun and all around your TV. I think it's better for LightGun. And that's it. If you want to turn it back, you just quit for now. And you double click MAME not full screen. That's it, now you have the bezel. If you want to change your MAME for Xbox, the same story, you need to go on RetroBeast, the RetroBeast, and there is a folder named MAME advanced config. All right. You will find it also in the wiki, if I remember. Did I put it there? Shortcut. In the wiki, I have a folder named shortcut. You will find all the shortcut for everything. And you have the MAME advanced for the MAME for Xbox. You can change your glass, LCD, skylines, screen curvature, change your, if you have multiple screen, you can change the screen, MAME will appear and stuff like that. And if you open the folder name MAME Gun Advanced, you have same story. You can change the CRT because I have two emulators. One emulator for LightGun and one emulator for Xbox. So you can change the CRT bezel, glass effect, LCD, skyline, and oops, there is a MAME full screen and a MAME not full screen for gun, and MAME full screen and not full screen for Xbox. Okay? If you don't find stuff on my D drive, just go to wiki, shortcut. All the shortcuts are there. Okay? Simple as that. If you look around just 1 or 2 seconds, you will find everything. Seriously. After that, I fixed Time Crisis VR boot. Okay, it's not a VR game, but it's named VR. It's fixed. I fixed video snap for Atomic Wave and LightGun wheel. Sound too loud. Some of my video, when you were scrolling, the wheel was too loud. I fixed them. It was annoying. So I load the sound. I redone the video and load the sound. Some video from Atomic Wave was missing, and this, yeah. And the Wii game, I know some game on the Wii was missing the video, and I did add it. I did add Big Buck Hunter Pro Home on the Technoparrot. MAME Xbox, MAME gun. Oh, I did add artwork. Now you have the art box. Oh, but not on this thing. If you go on the regular MAME, because it's not the same thing. MAME LightGun and MAME regular is not the same. Anyway, I did add the background art box. That's what I mean. Okay, on some of them, a lot of them, you have the art box on the background. Not a big deal, but it's an add-on. Oh yeah, I removed all the shortcut when you install the RetroBeast 2 terabyte. It was a bunch of shortcut I did add on the desktop, and personally, I like having a clean desktop. So I say, you know what? They don't need all the shortcut. If you install my drive, you will have RetroBeast, you will have a shortcut for the wiki and the launch, the LightGun folder, and that's it. All the rest is, as I explained, on your D drive, wiki shortcut, all the shortcuts are there. So no need to fill the desktop for nothing. Oh, I changed the core for compatibility. If you did have a problem with booting RetroBeast or black screen, if you were using a laptop, APU, or you did have an AMD graphic card, RetroBeast didn't show the game or video properly. It was a black screen. It's fixed now. There is a new core that should work on any PC. Laptop, APU, graphic card, AMD, NVIDIA, whatever, it should work. If you still have problem, I still have my fixed core. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you go to WikiFix, if you have a problem with RetroBeast running, you should not need it anymore, but there is in WikiFix, fixed core black screen. You just copy this folder in the root of RetroBeast and it should fix. You have three, there's a fix for RTX GPU, a fix for AMD GPU, and a fix for OPU. Okay. but you should not need it. I think now the RetroBeast should run on all systems, on all PC. Like I said, I removed Mooker from booting automatically because not a lot of people know what's Mooker and doesn't give a, about Mooker.